In the bustling kingdom of Valtoria, there was a man named Alaric. Everyone in the kingdom knew him because he was smart and strong, but deep in his heart, Alaric felt something was missing. He always wanted more. He thought, if I can have power, I'll finally feel important and happy. When Alaric was a little boy, he would sit outside the grand palace and watch the kings and queens. They wore shiny crowns, and everyone treated them with respect. I want to be like them someday, Alaric told himself. As Alaric grew up, he worked hard. He made himself stronger, learned new things, and made friends with important people. But Alaric also pushed others aside if they got in his way. He started to collect treasures, a bigger house, piles of gold, and more followers. But after every victory, something felt wrong. Alaric would tell himself, "This will make me happy." But he never felt full. It was like eating a feast and still feeling hungry. One day he asked himself, "Why do I still feel this way? What am I missing?" One evening, after a long day of arguing in the royal court, an old man stopped Alaric. The man's face was wrinkled and his eyes were kind. He said, "Alaric, the person who runs after power is the poorest person in the world." Alaric stared at him. "Poor? Me?" he thought. "I'm rich. I have everything." But that night, as he lay in his big fancy bed, those words wouldn't leave his mind. Could he be right? Alaric wondered. The next morning, Alaric did something he had never done before. He didn't go to the court or check his treasures. Instead, he sat quietly by himself. For the first time, Alaric thought about why he wanted so much power. And then it hit him. Alaric wasn't chasing power to help others. He wasn't trying to be a wise leader. No, he wanted power because he felt small inside. He wanted people to say, "Wow, Alaric is amazing." But deep down, he knew that no amount of gold, no big house, no followers could fix the sadness in his heart. Alaric decided to change. Instead of trying to control others, he started to work on controlling himself. When he felt angry or upset, he would sit still and take deep breaths. He told himself, "I don't need to prove anything to anyone." Slowly, something amazing happened. Alaric began to feel lighter, like a heavy weight had been lifted from his heart. He learned that true power wasn't about being richer or stronger than others. True power was about staying calm and strong inside. As Alaric became more peaceful, the people around him noticed. He didn't shout or argue anymore. Instead, he listened carefully and helped others solve their problems. People started following him, not because they had to, but because they wanted to. Alaric taught them that kindness, patience, and peace were the greatest treasures of all. By the end of his life, Alaric was no longer hungry for power. He had found something much better: happiness. He had learned that being a great leader wasn't about having the most gold or the biggest castle. It was about helping others and staying peaceful in his heart. And so, Alaric's name wasn't remembered just for his power. He was remembered as a kind and wise man who showed the people of Valtoria the true meaning of strength.